Station Houston on 2 for Mike. Your guest is entering the room and will be calling up shortly.
Okay, great.
Mike, can you hear me?
Hey, Dusty, we hear you loud and clear. Do you hear us?
Well, we've been watching you on the NASA channel. All three of you guys. How you doing?
Hey, Dusty, we're doing great. It's good to hear your voice, man.
Well, I'm at the end of my tour. I guess you're near the end of your tour, but I'm closer to home than you are.
You know, the advantage of your tour is you get little breaks where you get to go home and spend some time at home, and that's pretty special. We need to get our transporter working up here.
Listen, you guys look great up there. It looks very roomy to me. I don't know, you got plenty of room. What, you got an indoor pool and...
No indoor pool up here. It is roomy. There's a lot of room up here. There's probably about as much room as maybe all three of your tour buses, maybe a little more.
Well, I know there's a lot of room outside. So you want to make sure you hang on to that string.
Oh yeah, you want to definitely make sure that you're tied in. There's no doubt about that. So where were you just coming back from? I know you've been on the road a lot lately.
Like I said, not as far as you. We were in Laredo last night, basically on my way to Kansas City. Just kind of did a detour through here. Everybody's been so nice. So came by, pick up a NASA cap and a T-shirt and going up to Kansas City and tell them what it's all about.
Oh, that's great. That's really good. Then how long will you be on the road then?
Actually, this is the last week of the tour. It started last April, and this is the last week. That's why I look so vibrant. Yeah, I'm sure I look vibrant. It's all smoke and mirrors, but it's the last week of the tour, so we're wrapping it up.
Oh, that's great. So I left home in April too. To go to Russia and finish the final training over there before we launch the beginning of June. So, yeah, our tours are overlapping pretty much this time.
Yeah, I know. I told you before, when you pass over, you just blink your lights at me. I'll wave at you.
Oh, you bet. Now, honking the horn doesn't work, though. That doesn't cover.
Well, I was talking to a couple of people here. We make guitars out of a lot of different things, so we're thinking about doing one space thing.
Okay, a space thing for not for this last couple of concerts you're doing, but for the next one, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And thank you for playing our song when you took off there too.
Dusty, that was so huge. That was so huge. You just couldn't believe that your generosity to let us use Flying High, a brand new song, unreleased song, and it was so cool to have the three of us on the launch pad, and we're all strapped in, we're ready to go, and they give us a little bit of time to relax with some of our favorite music. And I contacted you and said what would be the best song to use, and we were talking about a couple of things, and all of a sudden Flying High comes out of the blue, and that was just such a great thing. It's a really fun song. Chuck was right. She was really bragging on the song and how much she loved it, and so she was absolutely right. It was a fun song, and everybody really enjoyed it. So from our crew to your crew, hey man, thanks a bunch.
Oh, my pleasure, man. It was like predestined. It's like we wrote the song, and then it was like, of course, it was perfect for what you used it for. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, we do have a guitar up here. I told you about this. Hold on to that. Now, let me show you, because you guys have a trick where you spin the guitar, right? Watch.
It's like magic. No belt or anything for it.
Yeah, no belt for this one. No belt for this one. We're going to have a lot of fun with this up here. You guys need to get up here and do some playing.
Well, my problem would be I think my beard would float in my face, and I wouldn't be able to see anything.
Oh, that probably would get pretty old. You'd have to tie it down probably. We have plenty of duct tape and bungee cord up here.
Yeah, that's about right. You know, that sounds that we couldn't tour without that stuff.
Oh, I know that's right. Are you enjoying the tours around Johnson Space Center today?
Oh, they've been excellent. We've been everywhere. You know, it was Pablo. You remember Pablo, our tour manager? It was hard to keep him out of the pool. But there is. I think the whole thing's the deep end.
Oh, definitely the whole thing's the deep end. I saw Pablo walk by the camera there. I'd like to say hi to him too. It's been a few years since I talked to him.
I want to let Chuck say hello to you real quick since you're both Aggies here. I know you have to say hello, so hold on.
Hey, Mike, I'll talk to you first, and I'll put Pablo on. I couldn't be more proud today to be an Aggie. I mean, we're so proud of what you guys are doing up there. And I never asked this. I've met a lot of famous people. But do you think you could bring me back Satoshi and Sergei's autographs?
Oh, Chuck, we can work that out. I guarantee we can work that out.
Well,
yeah, that's great. I'm glad you're having a good time.
You know, I'm a huge NASA television fan, so I watch my ISS update every single night, and that's what I watch instead of the news. And you guys have such infectious smiles, and I've learned so much. And I told Ron Guerin earlier that it's not lost on anybody, especially me, of how much history you guys make every single day, and all these people around. So, anyway, it's so great to every night learn something that's going on in the world that's not bad. So, if the world could come together and take lessons from NASA and what you guys are doing up there together, I think we could just have peace. So, really good. Here's Pablo.
Well, Chuck, before you hand it over, Chuck, I just wanted to say that it's so huge. 15 countries came together to build this space station, build and operate this space station. We have mission control centers spread, around the U.S. and around the world. And there's not just hundreds, but thousands, tens of thousands of people have worked on this program, and have put so much of their, not just treasure, but their blood, sweat, and tears into this program. It's amazing. It's a real privilege for us to be up here doing our part to keep it running and keep the experiments and the science moving forward, keep the space station running. But you're also in a room right now in a building that is a huge part of history too. The men and women of the Mission Control Center are amazing. It is one of the coolest places in the world because every one of them walks in every morning, every day, every middle of the night when it's time to come in for another shift with the pride and intensity, because their job is intense. Most of the time, they're watching the details, looking out for things, but they're trained to handle anything, and they're ready to spring into action. And that is we sleep well at night knowing that they're on duty and that they're minding the details and standing to watch while we rest at night. And I'm glad you're really getting to see and be inside Mission Control and meet the flight directors and the flight controllers and everybody there too, because they are the real unsung heroes of the space program.
Well, we appreciate the invitation, and believe me, I see these guys every night. I love it when they come back here and just show them doing their thing. So, and sometimes I wonder what each of these things means. Spartan, ethos, ISO, Cato. I see all those things because they show that. So it's really cool. So I know without these people down here, you guys wouldn't be safe up there. So we get it. I'm just hoping the rest of the world gets it. So anyway, I'm going to let you talk to Pablo. It's nice to meet you guys. I mean, seriously, you have the most infectious smiles every night or every day. When I see you guys, I go, I just can't believe how happy you guys are up there. So keep it up. Yeah.
Hey, we're living the dream, you know that. Pablo, you're looking good.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you, Commander Mike? It's great to see you, sir. I'm kind of shaking a little bit here, to be honest. My My little pinky toe is just like out of control right now, doing just these circles. But I just want to say, gentlemen, to everybody, this room and you guys up there, thank you so much for all the storytelling and the education that you give us all here on planet Earth. I know that it's an enormous sacrifice to be away from home and such, but it's a wonderful pleasure, the things that we learn from you and how you teach us here on planet Earth, and to this whole room too. You guys are absolute space rock stars, and if you ever need a tour manager, hey. Great to see you, sir, and thank you so much for this moment.
Pablo, I'm really glad you could join us today too. You've been on the front of that stage. How many thousand times? I know you've lost count, but it's you help tell the story, because the space program's an amazing thing. It's an amazing adventure. It's an amazing challenge. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication, but it's really for the whole country. It's for the whole world. This one's for the whole world. And thanks for just helping tell the story and helping share the excitement of this kind of thing. And just for being here today. Appreciate you supporting me and being part of my ground support team today. I appreciate you coming in today, and congratulations on just about finishing up your tour. Good luck with the last few, and look forward to seeing you back on planet Earth in a month or so.
Okay, adios, amigo.
Adios.